You, the chosen one, are about to hear a truth that might shake you, but it's exactly what your soul needs in this moment. If you're watching this, understand it's no coincidence. You have been led here by divine guidance because something profound is about to unfold in your life. You're standing at the edge of a life-altering transformation, and yes, it may hurt. God is preparing to remove someone from your life, someone who no longer aligns with your higher purpose. It may feel like a painful loss, but trust this, with every loss, God is setting the stage to bless you with something far greater than you could ever imagine. This is your final test, chosen one. You've been waiting, praying, and hoping for change, and now it's happening. The people, situations, and relationships that have drained your energy and disrupted your peace are being stripped away. It may feel like heartbreak, but in truth, it is divine intervention. What God is removing is toxic, and what He is preparing to give you will elevate your life beyond your wildest dream. This isn't just a mindset shift, it's a profound spiritual and energetic transformation. You're moving from hoping to receiving. What you've longed for is already drawing closer. Don't resist the change. Embrace it. With this final test, God is not just taking away, He is creating space for unimaginable blessing. Before we dive deeper, I invite you to do something powerful. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 70,000 subscribers, and comment the number 99. This number holds an energy that amplifies this message and forms a deep connection with the universe. And remember, if you're truly a chosen one, you'll stay until the end, because deep within, your spirit already knows this message is meant for you. Let's dive deeper. Have you ever felt the deep sting of losing someone close, that ache, the lingering sadness, making you question why it had to happen? In those moments, remember, God's divine plan often involves painful but necessary ending. These aren't random events or cruel accidents. They are deliberate, purposeful shifts, even if you can't see it yet. In those painful moments, God is reshaping your path, removing what no longer serves your highest good. The process is not about harm but protection, about clearing a path for you to walk into a life where you can truly thrive. It's difficult to accept when someone who once played a vital role in your life is suddenly removed. But understand, this isn't punishment, it's divine protection. Toxic relationships, no matter how long-standing or seemingly close, can erode your inner peace and stall your spiritual growth. God knows that these connections, though they may appear fulfilling, can quietly drain your spiritual energy, leaving you feeling empty and stuck. This is His way of freeing you, of guiding you toward relationships and opportunities that will uplift and empower you. Trust the process, chosen one. Sometimes, what feels like loss is actually the greatest form of love and protection from God. You are being prepared for something better, something higher, and the blessings ahead will make you realize why this release was necessary. Let go, and watch how your life transforms in the most miraculous way. What feels like an emotional loss today may, in time, reveal itself as a profound blessing, a divine intervention guiding you closer to your true path. The departure of someone dear can feel like an unbearable void, but remember, God never leaves you empty. Instead, He is preparing you for something greater, something that aligns more deeply with your purpose. When one door closes, many others open, each leading you to experiences and relationships that resonate more harmoniously with your soul's journey. Trust that every tear you shed today is planting seeds of healing and divine support, preparing you for a future filled with peace and spiritual abundance. There are moments when life feels like standing on the edge of a cliff, staring into the unknown, unsure of where to step next. Everything feels uncertain, and the world seems to shift beneath your feet. But understand this, these are moments of testing, moments that challenge your faith, resilience, and trust in God's divine plan. When someone is removed from your life, it may feel like betrayal, like a wound that won't heal. Yet, these are the moments when your spirit is being stretched and strengthened. These experiences shape you into who you are meant to become. Every hardship, every person who exits your life, and every painful goodbye is an opportunity for growth. God's decisions, though hard to comprehend, are always made with your highest good in mind. They are stepping stone, each one carrying you closer to spiritual enlightenment and emotional maturity. The pain you feel today is laying the foundation for the strength you'll possess tomorrow. This is the final test to trust that God's plan, even when painful, is designed to elevate you. It's not a test meant to break you, but to refine you, molding you into a stronger, wiser, and more enlightened version of yourself. Embrace this transformation. Don't resist the change, but welcome it as a sacred process of growth. There's a higher purpose behind this struggle, a purpose that will become clear in time. One day, you'll look back with gratitude, knowing that every challenge led you to a life filled with peace, clarity, and a deep sense of purpose. Life will always be full of surprises, some beautiful, some heartbreaking. The unexpected goodbyes can leave us reeling, questioning the reasons and timing. Just when we feel like we've found stability, someone we never imagined losing is taken from our lives. But know this, God's timing is perfect. even when it feels painful or unfair. Though His plans may not align with ours, they are always right. He isn't bound by our concept of time, nor by our understanding of how life should unfold. What feels like an abrupt and painful goodbye is actually a part of a greater divine design. It's the perfect moment for this person to leave, and the perfect moment for new blessings to enter your life. Trust in this process. While it feels like loss, it's actually God's way of clearing space for something extraordinary. The pain you feel now is only temporary, but the blessings that will come will be everlasting. God is preparing you for a future filled with deeper love, peace, and purpose. You may not see it yet, but every goodbye is creating space for a new hello, one that will be more fulfilling and divinely aligned with your soul's true calling. The pain you're experiencing now is a signal that God is orchestrating something greater behind the scenes, something designed to elevate you to new heights. Every loss, every departure, is an essential piece of the grand design of your life, aligning you with your soul's true purpose. In moments of unexpected goodbyes, remind yourself that you are never alone. Though the void may feel overwhelming, know that God is already filling that space with divine blessing. These gifts may not be visible immediately, but they are arriving at the perfect time. Trust in His flawless timing and understand that what is meant for you will never pass you by. Every goodbye is merely a setup for a powerful and purposeful hello. You've likely heard the term the chosen one and thought it applied only to a rare few. But the truth is, each one of us is chosen for something extraordinary. God has crafted a unique path for every soul, and sometimes, walking that path means making difficult choices like removing certain people from your life. It can feel like a harsh twist of fate, but understand this: God does not remove anyone without purpose. Someone who once played an important role in your life may have been necessary for a season, but not for a lifetime. When it's time for you to step into your greater calling, those who no longer align with your journey must be released. When God removes someone, it is rarely an act of punishment but always an act of protection. Their presence, though once significant, may now hinder your spiritual growth. Toxic friendships, controlling partners, or limiting influences, even from family, can prevent you from stepping fully into your divine power. God's love is steadfast, and His guidance is unwavering. He removes what no longer serves you to create space for the blessings that will. Though it may sting initially, this is a divine opportunity for realignment. It's a moment to embrace your higher calling and step into the greatness for which you were chosen. This release is a sacred part of your journey towards purpose and fulfillment. Have you ever questioned why certain people or circumstances are suddenly removed from your life? Especially when they seemed essential. God's decisions can seem unpredictable, and they may disrupt the path you thought you were destined to walk. But every twist and turn, every unexpected removal, is rooted in divine wisdom and love. God sees beyond what you can perceive. He knows the future you cannot fathom, even when pain blinds you to the greater plan. What feels like loss in the moment is often protection from future harm or stagnation. These unpredictable decisions are not random. They are calculated and intentional, meant to guide you towards a life of purpose and abundance. Though you may not understand now, clarity will come with time. God's actions are always based on love and protection. The relationships He ends, the doors He closes, each is designed to lead you closer to the life you're meant to live. Trust the process. Embrace the discomfort. What seems like an ending is simply the beginning of a new chapter filled with blessings, peace, and alignment with your true purpose. God's plans often unfold in ways that challenge our understanding, but they are always designed to lead us to a place of peace, strength, and purpose. His ways may not be our way, but they are always for our highest benefit. When unexpected changes shake your life, it may feel like everything is falling apart. Yet, in those moments, God is carefully putting everything into place so that you can thrive. His unpredictable decisions are not meant to hurt you, but to carve a path toward a brighter, more aligned future. Embrace the changes, knowing they are guiding you toward a life filled with greater purpose and harmony. We all, at some point, encounter toxic people, those who drain our energy, manipulate our emotions, and disrupt our peace. It's hard to imagine life without them, especially when they've been part of our journey for so long. But here's the divine truth: when God removes these toxic people from your life, it's not a punishment, it's a profound blessing. Toxic relationships can silently erode your spirit, leaving you disconnected from your higher purpose. When God steps in and removes them, He's not taking from you, but making space for relationships that nurture your soul and uplift your spirit. The void they leave may feel painful at first, but it's soon filled with people who will encourage your growth and support your spiritual development. Understand that God's love is protective. He desires for you to be surrounded by positivity, not negativity. While the absence of a toxic person may bring initial sadness or confusion, trust that this is divine intervention. You deserve to be in environments that promote growth, peace, and happiness. God's intention is not to take away, but to guide you towards a life that resonates with your true purpose. Accept the removal as a sacred blessing and open your heart to the healthier, more meaningful relationships that are on their way to you. Pain is inevitable, but so is healing. When someone toxic is removed from your life, it's natural to feel a sense of loss. Sadness may linger, but remember, this pain is not permanent. God, in His infinite wisdom, always provides divine gifts to help you heal and move forward. These gifts may come in unexpected forms: a new friendship, a surprising opportunity, or a spiritual practice that nurtures your soul. God knows exactly what you need to recover and to emerge stronger than before. Healing isn't instantaneous, but with God's guidance, you will find the strength to embrace each step forward. Trust that as you heal, you are becoming more aligned with your true self and divine purpose. The gifts God provides may not look like what you expected, but they will be exactly what you need, delivered at precisely the right moment. Through love, support, or unexpected blessing, God is always providing. Each of these gifts is meant to restore you after loss and strengthen you for the future. Take comfort in knowing that you are never alone in your healing journey. God's divine gifts are abundant and on their way to you. Embrace each moment, each new relationship, and each opportunity as a step towards your destined life. The pain you feel today is paving the way for a tomorrow filled with hope, peace, and purpose. Trust the process, for God's plan for you is always perfect, and every experience is leading you to the person you are meant to be. Healing often unfolds in ways we can't immediately see. It's a journey that calls for trust that it will eventually lead you to a place of wholeness, peace, and inner strength. Toxic relationships, though painful, serve a deeper spiritual purpose. They test your resilience, challenge your self-worth, and show you the importance of protecting your peace. These relationships act as mirrors, reflecting unresolved wounds and hidden insecurity. They bring to the surface the parts of yourself that require healing, those aspects you've perhaps ignored or denied for too long. But here's the beautiful truth. Once you've learned the necessary lesson, God begins to make a way for these toxic connections to leave your life. Their departure is not a loss, but a sign that you have grown beyond their influence. You've reached a level of understanding that no longer requires you to carry the weight of those painful ties. God's grace steps in to create space for nurturing, supportive, and life-giving relationships that align with your purpose. Toxic relationships are stepping stones in your evolution. They guide you toward clarity, self-awareness, and personal empowerment. While they bring pain, they also offer valuable lessons about your worth and the boundaries you need to protect your spirit. These experiences are part of your spiritual awakening. As they fall away, they reveal the path to greater peace, strength, and divine alignment. Recognize their role, absorb the wisdom they offer, and allow them to fade as you rise into your true calling. One of the hardest truths to accept is that sometimes the people closest to us, those we've shared years, memories, and love with, are the very ones God chooses to remove. Their absence feels unbearable, yet it's a part of a higher purpose. Though these relationships may have once brought comfort and connection, there comes a time when their presence hinders your spiritual growth. God's love for you is limitless, and His plans for your life are perfect. He knows when a relationship is no longer serving your higher good, even when you cannot yet see it. It's painful to accept that God's decision to remove someone isn't a punishment, but a reflection of your growth and divine purpose. As you ascend spiritually, certain connections, no matter how cherished, can become distraction. They might be grounded in unhealthy patterns, limiting beliefs, or emotional dependency. These ties may once have felt essential, but now they threaten to hold you back from your greater calling. God, in His infinite wisdom, steps in when it's time to release what is no longer meant for you, guiding you to relationships that nurture your spirit and align with your higher journey. Understand that it's not about the person, it's about your growth. You may try to hold on, to preserve the bond, but God knows when it's time to let go. His plan is always to guide you toward a future where you thrive, free from the chains of old patterns. Though letting go feels like heartbreak, trust that it's a doorway to deeper healing and transformation. God's hands are steady and sure, gently leading you to healthier, more fulfilling connection. Relationships that will uplift, support, and encourage you on your spiritual path. It hurts now, yes, but in time, you will see this was the only way forward. You'll realize that letting go was not about losing someone, but about finding yourself. It was about clearing the path so that you could step fully into your divine calling. Hold on to faith, chosen one, and know that God's plan is unfolding in perfect timing. Each goodbye is paving the way for a life richer in love, deeper in purpose, and filled with the peace your soul has been longing for. Life is far too precious to waste on people who drain your energy, those who take more than they give, leaving you exhausted, depleted, and disconnected from your true self. In His infinite love and protection, God sees these individuals as energy drainers, and in His mercy, He guides them out of your life. While their initial departure may feel like a painful loss, it is, in reality, an act of divine protection. God is shielding you from further spiritual and emotional exhaustion. Though these individuals may have once been close to you, their impact has shifted from uplifting to damaging. It's time for a change. Energy drainers often leave behind a trail of emotional fatigue, mental weariness, and a lingering sense of heaviness. They keep you locked in cycles of negativity, preventing growth and keeping you stuck in places that no longer serve your higher purpose. But God sees the bigger picture. His love for you is so profound that He cannot allow you to remain in environments that diminish your light. He desires not just your survival, but your thriving physically, emotionally, and spiritually. By removing these draining connections, God is clearing a path for your energy to be restored and your focus to return to your divine purpose. After their removal, you'll begin to feel a shift. The heavy cloud will lift, replaced by a sense of calm and renewal. You'll feel lighter, more aligned with your true self, and empowered to walk forward in your spiritual journey. God's protection is evident in every moment of release. He is safeguarding your energy, your peace, and your spirit. He is preparing you for new opportunities, new relationships, and experiences that will encourage growth and flourishing. This is His way of ensuring that your life is filled with relationships that nurture, empower, and align with His divine vision for you. Throughout life, we build emotional walls to protect ourselves from pain, fear, and heartbreak. These barriers serve as shields, safeguarding us from the wounds of betrayal and loss. But sometimes, these walls grow too high, locking us away not just from pain but from love, joy, and the blessings God intends for us. In His wisdom, God knows that to truly step into your highest potential, some walls must come down. The removal of certain people from your life is part of God's strategy to soften your heart, allowing you to experience His love and purpose in their fullness. This isn't about tearing you down, it's about building you up. It's about transforming you into the strong, resilient soul you were created to be. These emotional barriers may have been formed as a defense against past hurt, but they can also block you from receiving the very love, support, and divine gifts that God wants to pour into your life. By removing toxic relationships, God is creating space for healing and renewal. He is making way for you to trust again, to open your heart, and to embrace the abundant life that is waiting for you. As God continues to remove both external obstacles and internal barriers, you'll notice a change in your emotional landscape. You will feel stronger, freer, and more open to receiving love. You'll become more aligned with your purpose, ready to embrace the divine gifts designed for you. The emotional walls that once confined you will crumble, replaced by a foundation built on trust, love, and divine grace. You'll begin to experience the deep joy and peace that comes from surrendering to God's perfect plan. Your true strength will no longer be defined by how high your walls are, but by the love and grace you choose to embrace. The courage to be vulnerable, to open your heart again, and to trust God's path for you will become your greatest strength. As you move forward, know that this is not the end, but a beginning, a transformation into a life filled with deeper purpose, richer love, and unshakable peace. Trust the process, for God is guiding you into a future more beautiful than you could have ever imagined. It's easy to slip into a mindset of frustration and complaining when life takes an unexpected turn, when someone is removed from your life, or when challenges arise that shake your sense of security. It's natural to question, why is this happening? But even in the moments that feel like everything is falling apart, God's plan is always working for your ultimate good. Complaining about the changes you're facing can keep you anchored in the past, but trusting in God's divine strategy requires courage and faith, especially in the unknown. It's within these moments of uncertainty that your true strength is tested and revealed. God knows you more intimately than anyone else. He understands your deepest needs, your unique purpose, and the precise timing required for your growth. Resisting or questioning His plan can create unnecessary delays in your journey, while embracing it, even when it feels uncomfortable, opens the door to transformation. The path may be difficult, but it's leading you toward a place of peace, alignment, and fulfillment that you may not yet be able to see. Trusting in God means surrendering to His timing, His decisions, and His boundless love. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to understand every twist and turn. You just need to trust that He's guiding you toward a future far better than anything you could imagine. And when you release the need to control or complain, you allow His divine order to unfold. You'll begin to see how every loss, every challenge was preparing you for a life more extraordinary than you could have hoped for. Every season of life brings its own unique challenges, but these very challenges shape us into the people we are destined to become. When God removes someone from your life, it's not a punishment, it's part of a greater process, one designed to refine and elevate you. What feels like an end is actually the beginning of a powerful transformation. With each loss, you gain new strength, deeper wisdom, and a sharper sense of clarity about who you are and what you're meant to accomplish in this world. The divine path is rarely easy, but it is always purposeful. Just like gold refined by fire, you are being shaped and strengthened by every trial you face. Every challenge, every removal, and every change is a step toward becoming your highest, most authentic self. As God clears your path, you'll feel the old layers of fear, doubt, and limitation begin to fall away. What will emerge is a version of yourself that is stronger, braver, and more aligned with the destiny God has prepared for you. Rising from the ashes of pain and loss will not leave you broken, it will leave you empowered. You will emerge with a deeper sense of purpose and a resilience born from spiritual refinement. You won't be the same person you were before, and that's a beautiful thing. The process will mold you into someone ready to step into your divine calling with unwavering confidence. This is your time to shine, to take the lessons learned from every setback and use them as fuel for your journey forward. While endings can be painful, they are also sacred. They are the gateways to new beginning. When God removes someone or something from your life, it's never to leave you empty. It's a sign that fresh blessings are on the horizon, new relationships that will nurture your spirit, new opportunities that will ignite your purpose, and a renewed sense of hope that will carry you into the next season of life. God's removal is not a conclusion but an invitation to step into something greater. So embrace the ending, knowing that it is making room for a new beginning more beautiful than you can imagine. Trust the process, even when it hurts, and stay open to the new doors that God is preparing to open. Your story isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning an exciting new chapter filled with growth, purpose, and divine favor. The blessings that follow this transition will be precisely what you need to continue your journey with renewed hope and clarity. The beauty of new beginnings is that they open doors to endless possibility. God's divine timing ensures that everything necessary for your growth and fulfillment will arrive at the perfect moment. As old relationships and situations fade away, God fills that space with new connection, new opportunities, and new paths that align with your higher purpose. These fresh starts are not random, they are divinely orchestrated to propel you forward, helping you to flourish in ways you never imagined. Embrace this new chapter with an open heart, knowing that it carries the promise of greater things to come. Every removal, every ending, is God's way of preparing you for something better. Your future is bright and brimming with the blessings and opportunities that will help you step fully into your divine calling. This is not the end, it's a sacred beginning, designed to lift you to new heights. Trust that what is coming is far greater than what you've lost, and allow yourself to be excited for all that is unfolding. In the face of change, it's easy to fall into a mindset of negativity or complaint. Loss can feel unfair, and the unknown can be intimidating. But God's plan always carries a deeper purpose, one that often extends beyond what we can comprehend in the moment. The key to moving forward is to shift your focus from complaints to gratitude. When you choose gratitude, even in the midst of loss or hardship, you align yourself with God's divine will and open the door for greater blessing. Gratitude allows you to see beyond the immediate pain. It helps you recognize the hidden blessings that are already on their way and appreciate the transformation that is happening within you. Complaints only cloud your vision and keep you tethered to the path. But gratitude breaks those chains, opening your heart to the abundance that God is preparing to pour into your life. It's through gratitude that you'll be ready for the higher calling that God has placed upon you. Trust the process. Embrace the change. Choose gratitude over bitterness. God is preparing you for something magnificent, something beyond your current understanding. Your higher calling is just ahead, and with a heart full of gratitude, you will step into that future with strength, joy, and purpose. Your faith will be your anchor, and your gratitude will be your guide. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is letting go of a relationship that once felt safe, a habit that brought comfort, or a belief system that shaped your identity. Yet God's divine intervention often requires exactly that, the courage to release anything that no longer serves your higher purpose. It may feel like loss, it may feel painful, but trust this: God's timing is always perfect, and His love for you is unwavering. He steps into your life not to take from you, but to guide you toward what will truly help you grow and thrive. Sometimes, that means letting go of the things you've clung to out of fear or familiarity. The things that once felt like a blessing may have now become a burden, holding you back from your true potential. When you hold on too tightly, you prevent yourself from moving forward. God sees the bigger picture, and He knows when it's time for you to release what no longer serves you. His intervention may feel sudden. It may feel like the ground beneath you is shifting. But know this: His actions are always rooted in love and protection. By clearing the space in your life, God is making room for something greater, something more aligned with your purpose. This is not an act of punishment, but an act of grace, designed to free you from the weight of toxic relationship, limiting beliefs, or stagnant situation. You are being prepared for elevation. God is giving you the space to rise, to step fully into your divine calling, unburdened and ready for the blessings that are on their way. Let go of the past with faith. Trust that what lies ahead is filled with more purpose, more love, and more divine favor than you can imagine. This is your moment of transformation. Embrace it. Trust that this divine intervention is for your greater good, even when it's difficult to see in the moment. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning or forgetting, it means creating space for new blessings, growth, and opportunities that align with the divine purpose God has set for you. It is through this release that your life can truly flourish. God's intervention is both gentle and powerful, guiding you towards peace, fulfillment, and spiritual growth. So, when you feel that nudge to let go, don't resist it. Trust that God is leading you towards something greater, even if you can't yet see it. The beauty of divine intervention lies in the unexpected blessings that follow. When you release what no longer serves you, you open the door to a life richer in meaning and deeper in purpose. You may not immediately understand the why behind God's plan, but with time, you will realize that His wisdom was always leading you to a better place. His vision for your life surpasses your own understanding. Trust in His timing, embrace the release, and allow your life to evolve into something far greater than you could have imagined. Letting go is not the end, it's the beginning of something extraordinary. The journey to growth and spiritual elevation is often paved with sacrifice. It's painful to see people, places, or habits that once brought comfort being stripped away. Yet, this pain is never pointless. It serves as the very catalyst for your transformation. God doesn't ask for sacrifice to harm you, but to prepare you for a higher calling. Letting go may feel like a burden, but every release is a step closer to stepping into your divine purpose. Each sacrifice clears the way for blessings that are destined for you, blessings that will fill your life with deeper joy, purpose, and peace. When God removes someone or something from your life, it's never an act of punishment or abandonment. It's a divine reorganization, an intentional clearing of your path to make room for something better. The pain you feel is temporary, but the blessings that will come from this divine arrangement are eternal. Think of it like pruning a tree. Though the process may seem harsh, it's essential for the tree to grow stronger and bear more fruit. In the same way, God's removal is designed to strengthen your soul, deepen your faith, and align you with your destiny. Sacrifice often brings us face to face with our deepest fears and insecurity, but it is in these moments that resilience is born. It's through these trials that you gain strength, clarity, and unwavering faith. God never leaves you to face these challenges alone. He walks with you, providing the courage and strength needed to endure the pain and embrace the change. Every sacrifice you make is a declaration of trust in God's divine plan, and the reward that waits on the other side of that sacrifice will far surpass anything you've lost. The truth is, the pain of letting go is a small price to pay for the spiritual elevation that follows. God's removals are not random, they are purposeful and intentional, meant to prepare you for something greater. When you sacrifice the things that are holding you back, whether it's toxic relationships, limiting beliefs, or unfulfilling patterns, you make room for the new blessings that God has already prepared for you. Embrace this process, knowing that it is shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more in tune with your divine purpose. And when you emerge on the other side, you will realize that the release was necessary. The pain led to purpose, and the sacrifice made way for blessings that will transform your life. Trust that God's hand is in every detail, working for your good, even when the path feels uncertain. This is your time of transformation. Let go, trust deeply, and prepare for the unexpected blessings that are about to unfold. They will be greater than anything you could have ever imagined. Departures can often feel like a jolt to the system. One moment, life feels steady and secure, and in the next, someone or something that held importance is suddenly gone. It's disorienting, and it's natural to ask, why did this have to happen? But even in these moments of confusion, God's will is always at work, guiding you, protecting you, and pushing you toward growth. The people and situations that are removed from your life were never meant to stay forever. They are stepping stones placed along your path to serve a specific purpose, and when that purpose is fulfilled, it is time for them to fade. God's plan is always rooted in your growth and spiritual development, even when it doesn't make sense in the present moment. Often, these departures occur when you're standing at the edge of change, even if you're not yet aware of it. God, who sees beyond what we can comprehend, recognizes the potential within you and knows when it's time to release you from what no longer serves your highest good. Though the pain of loss feels sharp, it is temporary. The growth that follows, however, is immeasurable. Every removal, every goodbye, creates space for something greater to enter your life, something that aligns with your divine purpose and higher calling. It's crucial to trust that these departures, though unexpected, are not random. Each person or circumstance that exits has played a role in your evolution. What feels like a loss is often God's redirection, guiding you toward new connections and opportunities that will nurture your soul and elevate your spirit. As difficult as it may be, embracing these departures is an act of faith. It's a declaration that you trust God's vision for your life. His will is always for your happiness, peace, and spiritual fulfillment. Trust that each painful goodbye is leading you toward a better, more aligned future. It's part of the divine plan for your growth. As you release the old, you create sacred space for new blessings to arrive, blessings that will carry you higher, closer to your purpose, and deeper into the life you were always meant to live. Toxic relationships and situations can be deceivingly comforting. You may feel a strong pull to hold on, clinging to familiarity out of fear of the unknown. Yet God, in His infinite wisdom, knows the damage that toxicity can do. He sees how it drains your spirit, stifles your growth, and keeps you trapped in cycles that prevent you from stepping into the fullness of life. God's love for you is far too deep to allow you to remain in places that diminish your light. His desire is to elevate you, to pull you from the shadows and guide you into spaces where you can flourish. The removal of toxic elements, whether they are relationships, habits, or environments, is not a punishment. It is an essential step toward your healing and elevation. Trusting God's judgment during these seasons of loss is crucial. He knows you better than you know yourself, and He understands when it's time to release what's harming you. His guidance, though painful at times, is always for your peace, joy, and spiritual abundance. Toxicity keeps you trapped in fear, negativity, and emotional turmoil. It clouds your judgment, limits your perspective, and prevents you from stepping fully into your divine purpose. It hinders your connection with God and blocks the blessings He has prepared for you. The longer you stay in those spaces, the longer you delay your destiny. But when you release toxic influences, you create space for restoration. You open the door to peace, healing, and new relationships that uplift and support you. You allow your spirit to breathe, your heart to heal, and your mind to renew. It's in this release that God's grace flows freely, bringing you closer to the abundance He has always planned for you. Letting go is never easy. It requires courage, faith, and trust. But remember, God never takes without giving. He removes to replace, clears to restore, and closes doors to open better ones. Trust His process. Trust that what He removes is making room for what will bless you far greater. The loss you feel today will give birth to the joy you experience tomorrow. So, release with confidence, let go with trust, and know that with every departure, you're stepping closer to the life God has destined for you, a life filled with peace, purpose, and profound spiritual abundance.